Hey there guys, what is going on? Rock here and welcome to Opcraft. So again, another topic video for you guys. So I've been really enjoying these topic videos, so have you guys. So if you guys enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. The more you guys do that, the more I know you guys like this series. And many of you guys have been telling me that you've been enjoying this because you guys can ask me a topic and I give you an answer. And this is probably going to be like a once a week thing where I just give it, I have a topic and I go with it. But before we begin, I do want to say it is official, guys, starting in December. If you don't follow me on Twitter, people on Twitter know this, but in December, I will be doing YouTube full-time. It's a big step forward, but at the same time, it is a risk, and it's a risk I'm willing to take for you guys because you guys totally deserve the best quality content I can produce, so I'm not really going to get into that. That's for a separate video. I'll talk about that some more. But anyway, so today's topic, guys, is going to be bullying. Now, bullying is I'm trying to get the best word, is a cowardly act upon itself. Now, if you've ever bullied someone, I hope you are still not a bully. And if you are a bully, well, hate to break it to you, no one likes a bully. But anyway, guys, so I want to talk about what it's like to be bullied, what to do if you are bullied, and if you see someone being bullied, what to do. Now, let's start off with my past experiences with bullying. Now, I don't have any crazy bullying stories. Well, actually, I guess I kind of do. I mean, mine's more from like elementary school when bullying isn't as big a thing, but I mean, or it wasn't as big a thing then, you know what I mean? Bullying wasn't a big issue, you could say. I mean, back in the days of when I was in elementary school, or when I don't even know how old I was, but anyway, I was riding the school bus, to and from school every day. In the mornings, it was fine, but on the way home, this kid named Paul would like to sit in the seat next to me, and basically, he would go through my backpack and try to find as much stuff to steal as he could. And now this kid was big, so I didn't actually do anything to stop him. And then if I ever did try to stop him, which I did a few times, he'd just kind of punch me and walk off. So I guess that was the only form of bullying. Now, it was a little more actually worse than that. I'm not going to get into detail with that one, but it got pretty bad pretty quickly, and that escalated till Paul finally moved and I never had to deal with him again. The only other time bullying I had to deal with is one time when I was younger, again around the same age group, I made a some sort of thing in art class for my mom or something like that, and a kid on our bus, he saw it next to me because it was sort of like portrait size, so you couldn't put it in your backpack. He saw it, he took it, he drew a giant you know what on there, and proceeded to basically, to put it simply, he basically then tore it up into a million pieces. And his logic for tearing it is because I would tell on him, he said, if he gave it back to me with his artwork on there. And it was pretty messed up, is the best way I can put it. That was probably the one that bothered me the most because I don't get his logic behind it. I would tell on him if he gave it back, but his thought was I wouldn't tell on him if he ripped it up. So I don't know where his logic came in, but I didn't end up actually ratting on anyone. When I was really young, I kind of got that rep as kind of like that. I like a tattletale type thing, but that was in like first grade when everyone kind of is doing it, and by the time it was like sixth grade, for some reason I was the kid that held that reputation. I honestly couldn't tell you why, and so a lot of kids were distant from me. I mean, I had my small friend group, which ended up growing pretty large over the next few years, but besides that, elementary school was kind of like I enjoyed it. I had my like few friends, and that's just kind of how I liked it. But anyway, guys, so if you're, I want to now like talk about if you are being bullied, because if that's the case, you need to get in contact with someone immediately. Something I didn't do, and half of me wishes I did, but I never ended up doing it. The best thing I can recommend is you want to contact someone and just let them know what's going on, whether it be a parent, a teacher, it doesn't matter. Just contact someone, let them know what's going on, just be like, this person's, being mean to me or whatever. And then maybe even if you want to say, just be like, I don't want to get involved too heavily, because then it will just, make it worse. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll say to the kid, they'll be like, we noticed that you've been, being mean to this kid, blah, blah, blah. So that's usually what happens. Nothing too bad. Doesn't take much effort. I highly recommend doing it, especially if it's really bad. Yeah. And I guess the final thing to talk about is if you see someone being bullied, the best thing you can do is like what teachers and parents will say is they'll say, you know, step in, stop the bully. But a lot of times that subjects you to bullying as well, and you want to be careful doing it. That's why I strongly disagree with that mentality that's been going around in the United States. I'm not sure if it's everywhere else, but I know in the United States, tons of people have been saying if you see someone being bullied and you don't do anything about it, you're just as bad as the bully. And when I see these, I want to be like, no, that's not true at all. You're not just as bad as the bully because you're not the one bullying him. Because if you subject yourself to stop the bullying, then you're going to get bullied yourself. There's a much better way to handle it. Now, the better way to put it is if you do nothing, then you know, I wouldn't say you're just as bad as the bully, but you know, you're not helping the situation. The best thing you can do is go get some help. You don't want to get involved yourself because you don't want to risk being bullied yourself. And I know it sounds cowardly, like, oh, you have to get someone else to deal with these problems, but no. Like, you're saving yourself so much pain in the long run, and I don't care how it sounds. That's honestly the best way to go about it. Now, not sure if this video actually helps anyone out there. I'm not sure if even bullying is a big thing anymore. I'm sure it is. I mean, bullying kind of never goes away, and with all the stuff I see in America nowadays, I'm sure it's still a thing. But anyway, guys, thanks a ton for watching, and as always, stay beautiful and peace out.